Are you interested to know how to run an effective and productive team retrospective? Great. I have 5 easy steps that will make your next meeting very productive. Hi, welcome back to my channel. And if you don't know me, my name is Sven. I'm an Agile coach for over 10 years and based in Austria. And on this channel, we are going to explore how to make teams happier and more productive. And today we are going to talk about the 5 steps how to run an effective and productive team retrospective. But before we get started, maybe we should ask, why do I need a retrospective? And the first question I'm always asking is, do you think as a team you can improve? And if your answer is yes, I believe you have a more agile mindset, and the continuous improvement, that's one of the agile principles. And that's where we are focusing in the meeting of a retrospective. And one other thing is called marginal gains. And the theory behind is that small improvements can lead to amazing different outcomes. And just imagine every day you improve by 1%. How much are you better after 365 days? Yes, you're better 37 times. And I think this is the magic behind the compound, which we will see when you start continuously improving yourself. One other big value of doing retrospectives is you get out of the blaming culture, because it's so easy to say like, okay, yeah, I have a problem because of this person, or because of this other department, or because it's raining. And we stop doing this and we get accountable. So at the end of the retrospective, you have a couple of action items you as the team can then do to improve your situation. And I think that's really magic happening in teams there. Okay, so let's jump into the 5 steps and see how they can help you to run an effective and productive team retrospective. So the first one is we want to set the stage for the team. So everyone arrives, they have different meetings, they are somewhere else. So first we want to set the stage. And one easy thing I'm trying to do is called a happiness index. And I will ask everyone to write down a number on a post-it, if you're doing it on site with your pen. And you ask the team, how happy do you feel from a scale from 1 to 10? And they will write down a number. And when everyone has written down the number, one by one they are showing like, okay, I have a 9 because I'm working in a flow, I have great team members, and I'm just loving to be here, but we have this one issue and that's why it's a 9. And then one by one everyone is explaining what they are doing. Good, so now we have set the stage. The second step is to gather data. So now we want to get as much data in as possible. And we do this by asking, for instance, what was positive in the last 2 weeks? And then people take the post-its again and they start writing and saying like, okay, I'm +1 was this, and then +2 was this. And we let everyone write down their things, and then we put it maybe on a flip chart to see like and cluster them around. So that's the second step. And then we don't only want to get the positive but also the negative out. So people will start writing again on the post-its. Oh, that was one negative thing. Yeah, I remember. And that was my second negative thing. And we first let everyone write for themselves, and after that we bring it in the audience, and then they share it with their teammates. Very good. So this is step 2, gather data. The third step is then to generate insights. Okay, now we have all this data, but what are we going to do about it? So what are ideas to now improve our situation in the team? What are maybe bottlenecks, and what are ideas how to solve those bottlenecks? And here again, we take the post-its and we let everyone write down their ideas. And one idea, one post-it. And here, as a facilitator, I always love to take a lot of silent time so people can really think. And as a facilitator, I'm always thinking, okay, the last post-it which will be written in the team, that's the most amazing idea they will come up with. So I'm really trying to force them to think a lot and have a lot of ideas. Good, but now we have a lot of ideas, and what are we going to do? We can't implement like all of them. So now it's time to go to the 4th step, and that's set the state, decide what to do. So now it's about the 4th step, and it's about decide what to do. And for this step, we have now all the great ideas of the team available, and now we decide what to do. And I love to do this with dots. So dot voting. So every team member will get a couple of dots. Normally, rule of thumb is for every 3 ideas on the board, take 1 dot. So let's see, the team came up with like 12 ideas, and yeah, let's give everyone like 4 dots. And then they can vote on those ideas, and they can say like, wow, this is the most amazing idea that will bring the biggest value to our team, and then they give like 2 or 3 dots even to that idea. So it's up to them to distribute them through the ideas, and then we have like a ranking after that, like the top 3 activities the team will want to tackle. Or maybe it's only 1, and then that's also great. Okay, and then we decided what to do, and now we want to close the retrospective as well. And that's stage 5, close the retrospective. And for this, I love to do kudos, and I'm using the kudos of Ulasa. Here, they have really cool kudos cards, and kudos comes from the Greek and means praise, and I think it's often good to take a couple of minutes to appreciate each other, because everyone does a great job, and we only spot like the mistakes they've been doing, and that's why once in a while it's good to write some kudos to your colleagues, because they are doing an awesome job like you do as well. So I will hand over the post-its to the people, and they grab the kudos cards and write some kudos down. And again here, give them some time, a couple of minutes, and if you see like they are really writing a lot, then give them the time to do so. And after that, it's either open sharing. So one by one, it's like, oh, thank you, and they distribute the cards to the colleagues and say loud what they've been appreciating that person for. And now it's the third part I want to talk about. It's like tools and time. So time-wise, go for 45 minutes per week. So normally I'm running a retrospective every 2 weeks, and then it's a 90-minute session. It's good to have some time and not to be too pressured, because you want to set up an environment where people feel psychologically safe and they are open to bring out their ideas, and that just takes some time. So don't pressure the team in doing like short. So 90 minutes for every 2 week session. Tools on site, I'm using Post-its for it mainly, and I'm using this pen 68 from Stabilo, and I'm using some dots for the dot voting. And if you're in a remote setting, that also works perfectly. The last 2 years I've been working mainly remotely, and here we were just using a whiteboard, and I'm, as the facilitator, was like preparing the whiteboard. So setting up like a scale from 1 to 10 for the happiness index, and then I did like a matrix where I had like at the top I had like plus, what are the positive things, I had the negative things, and then I had ideas. I had some dots there for decide what to do, the 4th stage, and then I also had the kudos cards prepared there. They're also available digital, so that's possible. And for that you can use whatever you have available in your whiteboard, Miro, Mural. I'm using concept board, but it's pretty much all the same. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and here you will see my latest videos. And if you like the video and want to see more of it, feel free to subscribe, and see you soon.